There's so much news coming out about Wicked for Good at the moment that my head is just spinning. From new looks, photographs and a Dorothy update, that's a choice. There's quite a bit to unpack, so let me start off by talking about these new photographs. This photo had my mind blown. Elphaba in front of the Gale house, which has crash landed in Munchkinland. What I love here is that if you compare these two pictures, this other one being from the 1939 Wizard of Oz movie, the similarities are fantastic. I mean, look at this. The attention to sort of softly remake this is amazing, you guys. It's going to look fantastic on screen. The other shot is from the same scene and is Glinda in Munchkinland. Complete chef's kiss, in my opinion. I can't wait to see this movie, and especially this scene. Now, this scene is a specific moment, and I'm going to get to that a little later. Now, all this comes from Empire magazine, who did a whole coverage on the film, and some information has me quite intrigued. The Dorothy update, oh my god. Let's just talk about this Dorothy update for a moment. So, Cynthia Erivo, who plays Elphaba in Wicked for Good, has shared some details on the role of Dorothy Gale from the movie, and here is what she said. Dorothy won't exactly be a character in the film, seen largely from a distance or from behind. I think that's such a powerful thing to do, because then everyone gets to keep the Dorothy they know. I have mixed feelings about this, and I will tell you why. If this is going to be a faceless, non-important character, why are we getting detailed dolls of her? Who is this actress that's playing her? And I am disappointed. I know that the Broadway show didn't have her as a character per se, but this is a movie, and I kind of wondered how the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and the Lion would interact with her within the movie's universe. I mean, what would she think about the situation in Oz? How was their dynamic compared to the 1939 film? The Broadway didn't expand on this, and I get that, but I just feel that it's a movie, and they could have, perhaps. And I agree that this keeps Dorothy alive as people remember her, but then why has there been this big plot by Universal regarding this character? We've had glimpses of her, she's been featured in almost every trailer, and as I said, even had merchandise released of the character. So I feel a little cheated as a Wizard of Oz fan that we aren't going to be really seeing Dorothy in this film. Then to add to this, Ariana Grande said, with regards to Dorothy, I love the little bit of shadiness that Glinda has towards Dorothy. There's a lot going on, and she doesn't really have time to deal with this. She could have told her to take the Emerald City train, but she didn't. That's a little shady, Glinda. This obviously plays into that whole meme last year where people were sharing clips of Glinda and Dorothy from the original film and adding a new funny narrative to it that Glinda somehow was throwing shade at Dorothy. I found it quite hilarious, and I'm glad that Ariana is totally playing into this, to be honest with you. I think that it's kind of just showing how playful she is. That being said, I don't know. I feel like there's this weird shift on Dorothy as a character. And even in the Broadway, she wasn't the villain, she was more fooled by the environment that she was in. And it's not been a good update for Dorothy fans, let's be honest. The second trailer for Wicked for Good is dropping this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that one. I am excited to see another look at the movie. I saw a brief snippet of Elphaba and Glinda fighting from the specific scene that I mentioned earlier in Munchkinland, so hopefully we will get to see that in full HD tomorrow in that trailer. It is a great time to be a Wicked fan, so until the trailer drops, my fellow Ozians, subscribe for more Wicked updates and Oz lore, and I will see you in the next one.